Assalamualaikum students, hope you are fine. Today we are going to do class 3 slot 5 subject English, and the syllabus included in slot 5 is workbook grammar section pages 43 to 47, workbook comprehension section pages 71 to 73. Firstly, we will start with workbook grammar section. Page number 43, topic subject and predicate. What are subjects and predicates? In a sentence, who or what the sentence is about is our subject. In a sentence, when we talk about someone or something, it's our subject. For example, Sarah plays. In this, Sarah is the subject as we are talking about Sarah. Predicate means what the subject is doing. For example, Greg writes. Now Greg is writing. What he's doing, he's writing. So it's our predicate. On page number 43, here's an example given, dog barks. This sentence is divided into two parts. The first part, dogs, is called the subject, and the second part, bark, is called the predicate. Dog is our subject and bark is our predicate. Here are some other examples. The boy ran to school. The boy is our subject, ran to school is the predicate. Some tall trees grew on the hill. Some tall trees are our subject and grew on the hill is our predicate. My uncle and aunt will come tomorrow. Uncle and aunt are the subject and will come tomorrow is the predicate. So students, a sentence can be divided into two parts, subject and predicate. Page number 43, topic subject and predicate. Our question is, see if you can divide the following sentences into subject and predicate, underline subjects and predicates. Here's an information. A complete sentence has a subject and a predicate. A sentence cannot be completed without subject and predicate. This is page number 43. Let's solve the question. Bird fly in the air. Now we are going to underline the subjects. Birds is the subject and write the predicate in the given space below. Fly in the air. Carpenters make furniture. Carpenters, underline carpenters, make furniture is the predicate. Carpenters is the subject. The girls is the subject, underline it. Ate as they walked along is the predicate. My mother is the subject, went to Hyderabad yesterday is the predicate. Two brothers made a box. My two brothers is the subject, made a box is the predicate. The boy is the subject, fell off his bicycle is the predicate. The bicycle is the subject, was lying on the ground is the predicate. This was page number 43. Page number 44, topic future tense. What is future tense? The event which is going to happen is future tense. For example, I will look for bugs again tomorrow. Will look. The boy will. That this is not done. He is thinking of doing it in the future. That the action is will happen, is going to happen, is future tense. Future tense is made by putting the word will before the first form of verb. Now this is the first form of verb look. Now we have placed will before the first form of verb. This is how we make future tense. In affirmative sentences, I will travel to Madrid in October. You can see travel is the first form of verb and we have placed will before it. In interrogative sentence, will you travel by bus? We have placed will in the beginning of the sentence to make it an interrogative sentence and placed a question mark in the end. And in negative sentence, we will use will not or won't before the first form of verb. I will not travel. This is a negative sentence. So we can speak in this way in future tense. Will you travel by train or by bus? This is a negative sentence. I won't travel by bus. I will probably travel by train. These all sentences are in future tense. This is how you talk when you talk conversating in future tense. Page number 44, future tense. Question is, write correct sentence using the affirmative, negative or question form of will. Now I've already told you future tense is made by putting the word will before the first form of verb. This is our page number 44. First we will copy the future tense definition. Future tense tells what will happen in the future. Future tense tells what will happen in the future, and we are going to solve the question. Tomorrow it rain a lot. This converted into a negative sentence. Tomorrow it will. First we will convert it into future tense. Tomorrow it will. Then place not. As I've told you, we place will not to convert it in a negative sentence. Tomorrow it will not rain a lot. Number 2, where you stay in Lahore. Convert it in an interrogative sentence. Where will you stay in Lahore? Ended with a question mark. We miss the train. Affirmative sentence. We will miss the train. We have placed will with the first form of verb to make it an affirmative sentence. I speak in English in class. Affirmative. Converted into affirmative sentence. I will speak. We will place will before the first form of verb speak. In English in class. They arrive late in school. Negative. We place will not to make it into a negative sentence. They will not arrive late in school. He learned some new words every day. Interrogative. Will he? We place will in the start. Will he learn new words every day, and end it with a question mark. Now here's another question. Make sentences in future tense. First sentence is I will not go to school, and our second sentence is will I go to school. This is an affirmative interrogative sentence. Page number 45, topic subject, verb and object. Subject. What is the subject? The subject is the noun or nouns that perform the action it's usually located before the verb. So subject is the word, thing or person, anything. It's a noun name on which the action is performed, and it is usually in the beginning of the sentence before the verb defines the action. Action is the verb. Object, the object completes the sentence and is usually placed after the verb. Object comes after the verb and it completes our sentence. Now here are some examples. Subject, verb and object. Here are the sentences. I love weekends. You is the subject, learn is the verb, English is the object. You learn English. Subject, she rides is the verb, and object, a bike. She rides a bike. So a sentence can be divided into three parts: subject, verb and object. Page number 45, topic subject, verb and object. Our question is, write the object of the verb in the following sentences. Now look at this sentence. Here's an example. The boy ate the bun. The boy is the subject in the sentence, ate is the verb, and bun is the object which is placed before the verb ate. Here, this is page number 45. First is, the jeep hit the wall. We are going to find the objects of the verb. So object is wall. It comes after hit, verb hit. The rich man built a new house. Built is the verb, and what comes after built? A new house. We will write new house as an object. My father killed a very large crocodile. Cockroach. Cockroach is the object as it came after killed. My uncle lost an extremely valuable watch. Watch is the object. The farmer caught the chicken. Chicken is the object. Ate your vegetables. Vegetables is the object. You found the rabbit in the hutch. Rabbit is the object as it came after the verb found. Now note some verbs. Do you have an object? Some verbs do not have an object. In some sentences, verbs do not have objects. Here are some examples. The boy slept. The sun rose. The woman walked. The beautiful girl is smiling. Now in these sentences we have the subject and we have the verb, but there is no object. So some sentences do not have objects. Now write your own sentence without object. The girl cried. Page number 46, topic past continuous tense. What is past? This is the structure of past continuous tense. Subject, then we use was or were, and we use verb with ing. And what is past continuous tense? Past continuous tense expresses the action or task that were going on in the past, that were going on, that they have already happened and were going on in the past. We cannot determine when the action started or finished. The time period is not known. Now in positive sentences, subject, the structure is subject, was, were, first form of verb plus ing. He was traveling to Venus. In negative sentences, subject plus was, were plus not, first form of verb with ing. He was not traveling to Venus. Now we have placed not in the basic structure to make it a negative sentence, and was, were plus subject plus first form of verb with ing to make an interrogative sentence. Was he traveling to Venus? Was is placed in the start to make it a question, an interrogative sentence. So the basic structure should be remembered. Was, were is used in past continuous tense and ing is placed with first form of. Page number 46. Our topic is past continuous tense. What is past continuous tense? It tells about an action going on at some point in the past. It can be made by adding was or were before the ing form of verb. My mother was washing our clothes. Now I have already explained you past continuous tense. This definition is also clear to you, that an action going on at some point in the past is past continuous tense. We will remember to add to make a sentence, we will add was or were and add ing with the first form of the verb. Our question is, write sentences about the picture using past continuous tense of the verb. We are going to write sentences in past continuous tense. Now this is number 1. My friend Fawaz scuba dive in the Caribbean island. My friend Fawaz was scuba diving in the Caribbean island. Scuba diving. This is the verb dive. We will add ing with the verb and make it diving, and we will add was before the verb. Number 2, children take swimming. Children were taking swings. Children were taking swings. We have added ing with the verb take, and we have used were with the verb with the subject children. Children were taking swings. Seagull eat fish on the beach. Seagull was eating fish on the beach. Hassan ride horse in field. Hassan was riding horse in fields. They have dinner in an expensive restaurant. They were. We will use were with they. Have is the verb, so we will add ing with it. They were having dinner in an expensive restaurant. Page number 46 and 47, topic past continuous tense. Question is, change these past continuous tense into negative sentences. Our first sentence is, Ali was writing a letter. Now change it into a negative sentence. Ali was not writing a letter. A lion was roaring in the forest. A lion was not roaring in the forest. They were tearing a page from the notebook. They were not tearing a page from her notebook. I was speaking the truth. I was not speaking the truth. You were receiving the letter. You were. You will use were with you. You were not receiving a letter. The moon was appearing at night. The moon was not appearing at night. Now you can see that we have placed not with was or were to make it a negative sentence. Page number 47, and our topic is past continuous tense. Question is, change these past continuous tenses into interrogative. This is page number 47, question number 2. Our first sentence is, Ali was writing a letter. Now we will move the was in the beginning of the sentence and end it with a question mark. Was Ali writing a letter? Number 2, the lion was roaring in the forest. Was the lion roaring in the forest? Ended with a question mark. They were tearing a page from her notebook. Were they tearing a page from her notebook? I was speaking truth. Was I speaking truth? You were receiving a letter. Were you receiving a letter? The moon was appearing at night. Was the moon appearing at night? So you can see we have placed the was and were at the beginning of the sentence and ended with the question mark to make an interrogative sentence. Moving on to workbook comprehension section. Page number 71, topic comprehension number 1, the lion and the mouse. Let's read the comprehension first. To solve a comprehension, we have to read it very clearly and thoroughly so we can answer all the questions. Remember all the points when we read a comprehension. Let's read it. One day, a lion was lying under a tree in a forest. He seemed to have fallen fast asleep. Suddenly, a mouse came there. It was here and there happily. It ran here and there happily. So you can see the mouse came, the lion was fast asleep and a mouse came and ran here and there happily. It reached the lion and climbed up his body. It began to play with the golden hair of the lion. Suddenly, the lion opened his eyes. He caught the mouse and said, "How dare you tease me, you the little mouse?" Now the lion is very angry as the mouse was playing with the lion's hair and it was teasing the lion. So the lion got very angry. The mouse said, "O king of animals, take pity upon me. I am little, but I may be of some help to you one day." Now the mouse is asking for mercy. He is asking the lion to forgive him. The lion got pleased with the mouse and set it free. After some days, some hunters came from the city. They wanted to catch some lions alive. They caught the lion with golden hair into a big net. Now the lion is in trouble. He got stuck in a net and was caught by hunters. The lion roared and roared. There was nobody to help the helpless lion. The little mouse heard the lion's roar and came there. When it saw the lion entrapped in a net, it understood that there was a trouble. Now, what happened? That the mouse heard the lion's cry for help, the roar of the lion, and it came to help the lion. It went close to the lion and began to cut the threads of the net with its sharp teeth. After some time, the lion was freed. The mouse was happy that it had helped the lion. The mouse said to the lion, "O king of animals, you are free." The lion thanked the mouse and walked towards its den. Moral: do good, have good. So you can see that the king did good for the mouse, to the mouse, by setting it free, and the mouse in return did the same. So if you do good for someone, someday the other person will also do good with you. Page number 71, Comprehension 1, The Lion and the Mouse. Our question is, read the passage and circle the correct answers. Our first point is, under a tree one day, Dash was sleeping. Lion was sleeping. The mouse played with the lion's golden hair. We will circle golden hair, option B. The lion caught the mouse but forgave it. We will circle option C. What other words can be used for pleased? We can use happy instead of pleased. What adjective can be used for lion? Adjective can be used for lion is brave. Option C. Part 6. Tick the correct spellings. Entrapped, entrapped, entrapped. These are the correct spellings. ENTRAPPED. Entrapped. Page number 72, Comprehension 1, The Lion and the Mouse. And our question is, answer the following questions. This is page number 72. Let's read our first question. What did the lion do when he got pleased with the mouse? He set the mouse free. Question number 2. How did the mouse help the lion? He went to the lion and began to cut the thread of the net with its sharp teeth. After some time, the lion was free. This is how the mouse helped the lion by cutting the thread of the net and set it free. What is the moral of the story? Do good, have good. And when we will do good for someone, we will have good from someone. Write any 4 verbs from the passage: lying, play, help, saw. These are actions, so these are verbs. We have taken them out from the passage. Write how each character probably felt. Lion. He is in the net. How did he felt? The lion felt disappointed when he was caught in a net, but there was nobody to help the lion. Now here's the mouse cutting the net. A mouse came to help the lion. He felt happy to see the mouse while it was cutting the big net with its sharp teeth. This is how in both pictures the lion felt. Page number 72, topic comprehension 1, The Lion and the Mouse. Our question is, retell the story. Let's retell the story. First, we will tell the characters. The characters of the story are the lion, mouse, and the hunters. Setting: the little mouse woke the lion and he caught the mouse. The mouse asked the lion to set it free. The lion was trapped in a net. Now the beginning of the comprehension, the paragraph is: once a lion was sleeping, a mouse came there to woke the lion. The lion got angry and shouted at the little mouse. The mouse excused from the lion. Middle, the little lion set it free. After some days, the hunter came from the city, caught the lion in a big net. The lion roared and roared for help. An end is that the little mouse helped him by cutting the thread of net with his sharp teeth. Soon the lion was free and thanked the mouse. Now in the second part, draw a net on the lion. You will draw a net. Alhamdulillah, our work is done. Allah Hafiz.